Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. Call InventHelp today.
To get your free inventor's information, call 1-800-352-1609. That's 1-800-352-1609.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method and to get your free report, go to 52security.com. That's the number 52security.com. 52security.com. Go to 52security.com.
Hurt or injured in a car accident? It can be hard to take the proper legal action after a car accident, but waiting can cost you more. The law requires car accident victims to assert claims promptly. You could lose out by simply waiting. Call 800-709-4667 right now to see what your claim could be worth when handled by a skilled attorney. With a lawyer fighting and speaking up for you, you could be entitled to a big cash award. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Now it's fast and easy to connect with the legal help you need after your car accident. Call 800-709-4667. The call is free, but you need to act now before time runs out on your claim. You need a lawyer to fight for you, protect you, and get you the compensation you need and deserve. Time's wasting. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Call now.
I considered suicide so I wouldn't put my family through all the pain.
Many of our warriors are returning home from the battlefield, only to face a new war as they struggle with devastating injuries. At Wounded Warrior Project, we understand. We're there to help.
Even though you think you're broken, you're not. It's the physical and the emotional healing that Wounded Warrior Project provides.
With a gift of just $19 a month, you can join Wounded Warrior Project. You'll help provide critically needed programs and services that rebuild lives.
Beautiful. There you go, buddy.
The ongoing needs of our wounded and their families will continue for many years to come. Now is the time to show your support. Call now or go online with your gift of just $19 a month, and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
It made me feel that there's people out there that care about us.
After this event, we can finally maybe start to heal as a family and move forward.
We need your help. The families are hurting.
For many of our wounded heroes, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. That's why your gift of just $19 a month is so important. Please call or go online right now.
You shouldn't have to pay to talk to the people closest to you, or the people who used to be. That's why Umbrella Wireless is proud to announce the new Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Now you'll get unlimited calls to your best buddy, your mom, or Cindy, once she realizes that you're seriously meant for each other and should stop screening your calls. Now the 30 minutes of agonizing silence where you're both afraid to hang up may drain your battery, but it won't drain your wallet. And you'll get unlimited calls just to check if she still cares enough to pick up, with no extra charges. With the Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, your phone will automatically answer calls from your ex, because maybe she finally realizes that you're the only one for her and wants to get coffee sometime. Now, after lonely nights of looking at pictures of the road trip you took together when everything was great, your misspelled texts are absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the booze. The Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, because she wants you back. She just doesn't know it yet.
Rod Eccles Show.
Hey, 603, toll-free number, 603-835-3224 is the number to call if you want to be a part of the Rod Eccles Show. Hey, the Washington Times is reporting that only one Republican running for president scored a 100% conservative rating. Now, I know some people are not going to like this story, but I'm just here to tell you what they're talking about and what they're saying about all of this, and it is well, we won't listen to that. I don't know where that came from, but anyway, only one Republican running for president scored a 100% conservative rating. And you're probably thinking, well, who might that be? Well, here's part of the story. There are several takeaways from ACU's 2014 rating of Congress. It says Matt Schlapp, who's the chairman of the group. First, the liberals in Congress tend to vote together as a bloc. The left does a great job of enforcing lockstep orthodoxy to the detriment of the constituents they represent. Now, understand that. These guys are running lockstep all the time with, things that they do and the things that they believe in. And they are simply out there repeating and running. Republicans don't do this as often or as well. Now, and here's here's a rundown of what they came up with. Now, on a 100-point rating system for their conservative voting records, there are essentially no Democrats in the House or Senate who breached the 40th percentile. Over 30 Democrats had a score of 0% this year, including Senator Tim Kaine of Virginia. Now, he says, we can only conclude that the former Democratic National Committee chairman plans to serve one term representing the Commonwealth of Virginia before he returns to lead the fringe portion of the liberal activist base. Now, the problem is a slim few Republicans were rated between 40 and 49% on the scale. With the majority of them scoring around 60% and above, 16 earned a 100% rating this year, including Senators Mike Lee and Ted Cruz. Now, I am sure many of you probably were thinking, oh, yeah, that's going to be Ron Paul. Well, evidently, it's not Ron Paul, but Ted Cruz who gets the nod for that. And, I don't know how many people are going to... look, I fully understand that there are people that have already made their choices for who they want to support. And that's not going to probably sit well for a lot of Rand Paul and others. But according to... Now, I don't really... No, it doesn't... The article doesn't go into... specifics of how they rate this conservative type of thought. But I would doubt to say, I would, in my own opinion, I would doubt that anybody is 100% all the time. There's got to be, I guess it just really depends on what your criteria is. But the only candidate currently running for office that they rate as 100% conservative 100% of the time is none other than Senator Ted Cruz. So if you are a Ted Cruz fan, you're probably going to sit very high on the pedestal on that bit of information. And if you're a Ron Paul person, well, you might just say, well, you know what? Because Ron Paul's a libertarian, not a conservative. Well, that's not good in my book, a lot of times. Now, I know some people are saying, well, Rod, you kind of sound like a libertarian sometimes. That's simply because I'm a constitutionalist. But understand, I'm a constitutional conservative. I believe in the intent of the Founding Fathers' reasoning of the Constitution, and I believe in the Constitution. I don't believe that this notion or mantra that government outside of county level should be non-existent. Absolutely not. And the federal government should be so weak and feeble that it can't get anything done. No, I don't agree with that either. But I do believe that the government has gotten too big on the federal and the state level and the local municipal level in many areas. It's gotten too big, and it is too involved in our everyday, daily lives. Plain and simple. And one of the things that we know that this is absolutely true, that a vast majority of Americans also agree, is Obamacare. And here's a CNSnews.com story. Yes, home of my newest home for my conservative thought via my post commentary. Obama's home state to shut down state-based Obamacare exchange over lack of funds. And everybody's probably thinking, oh, Illinois? No, Obama's home state, people. Yeah, Rod, you mean Illinois. Oh, Obama's from Illinois. Everybody knows Obama's from Illinois. Chicago, the Chicago way. Rod, he's from Illinois. No, he's not. His home state of Hawaii. President Barack Obama's home state of Hawaii is shutting down its state-based health exchange, care exchange. The Hawaii Health Connector, HHC, Hawaii Health Connector, acronym with the three letters HHC, due to incurring debts and the unwillingness of state legislators to put more taxpayer money into the struggling operation. Wait, I thought this was going to be cheap. Weren't we told this was going to be inexpensive? This is going to be cheap. We're going to be able to insure everybody on the cheap. Now, this was established back in 2011, and the nonprofit organization is Hawaii's state-based health exchange for the president's Affordable Care Act. Obviously, that name is wrong, because if they don't have enough money and they can't afford to put more money into it, then it's not all that affordable. Then I know. I'm thinking, Rod, that's just common sense and logic there. I mean, you can't think that way, Rod. You can't think in a logical and you can't believe in common sense, Rod. It just doesn't work that way. And people, Rod, they want things for free, you see. And they don't understand that free really costs a lot, that none of us can really afford government free. But if you just say it's free, Rod, then they're going to believe you. And if you take it away, they're just going to say, those stupid rich people just want to take it away from us, Rod. You got to understand this. Well, again, established in 2011. There are currently about 37 Hawaiians enrolled in the health care plans through the exchange, far short of the roughly 70,000 needed to raise enough money to sustain it. Wait. Hold on, time out. Rewind. Now, we remember that all of this stuff was supposed to, we're going to have massive amounts of people flooding the system. That it was going to be, self-sustaining and be able to support itself, and it was going to be less expensive than the current system, before Obamacare. And, it was going to be more affordable for folks. And we were going to have millions and millions and millions of people flooding to exchanges and getting their health care and everything. And that every state was going to set up their own exchange.